After their dramatic victory on October 16th, the Warriors face a high-stakes rematch against the Lakers on October 19th. Their three-point game is collapsing and Steph Curry can't carry them alone. This game could determine their season's fate. Will they rise under pressure, or will the Lakers end their hopes? The stakes have never been higher.
Tonight is just kind of an organized scrimmage with a bunch of people there that paid to see it. So it's hard to really kind of try to put it in the box. Yeah.
Allie, you want the good news or the bad news first?
I like bad first.
Another game where they just couldn't connect from three. Third game in a row, they had 40 or more threes that they took. Took 40 right on the dot tonight. But in preseason, they're shooting 29% from deep. As you can see, they're 11 of 40 behind the arc, 28% tonight. There's been a point of emphasis for J.J. Redick, James. Like he jokingly said a couple weeks ago, shoot 50 a game, go for it. But he wants to give every player the green light. Unfortunately, it's just not translating to those easy points that other teams in the league seem to get. I mean, Allie, you and I have talked about this before. The teams that met in the finals last year, Dallas and Boston, they were first and third in three-pointers made last season, the regular season. So you want to make it as easy as you can on yourself. One guy who was not chilling tonight, D-Fish, Anthony Davis. He looked great. Looked like it was mid-February already for him. I mean, he was so efficient and seemed so relaxed in this new offense. I was really impressed by what he did offensively. Defensively, whatever. You're not going to get a really good gauge because the Warriors are so undersized up front. But he's already thinking about KD and some of the Minnesota guys, Gobert, just next week. He's going to see them both.
I do want to talk about the guards from the rotation from 5 to 9 for a second. But when you do mention Anthony Davis, because it's been a big emphasis and everyone knows it, that it's the one thing J.J. Redick has talked about, being the hub of the offense. When you see him playing in a preseason game like this, in the position that he's in, 24 on 10 of 14, very efficient fish in 26 minutes, 12 boards, 2 assists, a steal, and a block. I mean, that just sets the tone and allows other guys to have an understanding of what it could look like night in and night out.
Yeah, I mean, and if Anthony Davis can, get 14 field goal attempts, be that efficient, football games in the NBA, shooting less than 30 to 35 threes a game. And so tonight, even though it's the preseason, yes, you try to kind of extrapolate certain individual things that can give you a sense of where the team wants to be. Clearly, you want to play through Anthony Davis, but then you still have to have that focus of getting quality three-point shots up at the basket. AD, especially against the Warriors, there's just no shot. Mm-hmm. Like, they just do not have the size or the physicality to prevent AD from getting anything that he wants.
The Golden State Warriors built their dynasty on the three-point shot, turning the NBA into their playground. But now, that signature strength is slipping away. In the last 3 games, their three-point shooting has plummeted to an abysmal 29%, a far cry from the days when they could bury teams under a barrage of triples. Think about it, a team that once redefined basketball with their long-range prowess is now missing more than 7 out of every 10 shots from deep. It's more than just a cold streak, it's a crisis. And the impact of this slump is impossible to ignore. The pressure is mounting, and every miss adds fuel to the fire of doubt. Can the Warriors climb out of this hole, or are they destined to be buried by their own weapon? It's a statistic that speaks volumes about the struggles the Warriors face. 3 straight games with a three-point shooting percentage of just 29%. That's enough to turn a high-flying offense into a sputtering machine. And let's not forget, in those 3 games, the Warriors have found themselves on the losing end each time, unable to keep up with the pace of their opponents. For Steph Curry, a player whose entire game revolves around the deep ball, this slump is like a nightmare he can't wake up from. He's doing his part, but it feels like every missed shot from his teammates is a weight dragging him further down. It's a cruel twist of fate for a team that once made three-pointers look effortless. Now, they're struggling to even find their rhythm. As each missed three-point attempt clanks off the rim, it's like another brick in the wall, separating the Warriors from victory. Their offense has become predictable, and opposing teams are exploiting their cold shooting, daring anyone other than Steph to make a shot. And that's where the problem lies. When your entire offensive strategy revolves around a shot that's suddenly gone cold, you're left with few options. With their three-point woes pulling them down, the Warriors are facing their toughest challenge yet. But what's compounding their struggles is the lack of consistency from the rest of the roster. Can Steph's brilliance alone carry them through the storm? Let's delve deeper. Steph Curry, the iconic sharpshooter, remains a force to be reckoned with, no question about it. But even Steph's brilliance can't mask the glaring issues within the Warriors squad. His ability to score from anywhere on the court is undeniable, yet the lack of reliable support from his teammates has turned what should be a championship contending team into a squad that's barely holding on. Let's be real, it's not just about Steph hitting those deep threes. It's about the lack of consistency around him, the missed shots, the turnovers, and the failure to maintain momentum. These issues have become all too common, leaving fans frustrated and the Warriors' playoff hopes uncertain. While Steph keeps lighting up the scoreboard, his teammates are missing in action when it matters most. And here's where it really stings: those missed opportunities don't just put a dent in the Warriors' record, they make every game a struggle, every possession a battle. Steph can drop 30, 40, or even 50 points, but without a cohesive team effort, his heroics only go so far. The painful truth: the Warriors are hanging by a thread, relying on Steph's magic to keep them afloat. With such glaring inconsistencies, the Warriors are walking a tightrope. Their shooting struggles are just the tip of the iceberg, but how will they match up against a Lakers team eager to exploit their weaknesses? Let's explore the dynamics of this critical matchup. The October 19th clash between the Warriors and the Lakers is more than just an early season game. It's a battle of narratives, a test of resilience, and a chance for redemption. The Lakers, with their revamped roster and depth, come into this game as the favorites. The Warriors, on the other hand, are desperate to prove that they're still a threat, even with their recent struggles. But the Lakers know the game plan: shut down Steph, and you shut down the Warriors. Easier said than done, right? Steph's ability to create space and make impossible shots means that he can shift the momentum of a game in the blink of an eye. But with the Warriors' three-point shooting woes, the Lakers might just have the upper hand this time. For Golden State, this game represents a turning point. Win, and they prove they're not just a one-man show. Lose, and they might confirm the doubts that have been swirling around them all season. It's a test of their resolve, their chemistry, and their ability to adapt under pressure. And don't forget the stakes for the Lakers either. This game is their opportunity to send a message to the rest of the league that they're not just contenders, they're here to dominate. If they can contain Steph and exploit the Warriors' struggles, it could be a long night for Golden State fans. But if Steph catches fire, all bets are off. With everything on the line, the outcome of this matchup could shape the narrative of the season for both teams. So what do the numbers say about their chances as the countdown to tip-off continues? Let's talk about the odds. Heading into this game, the sportsbooks and analysts are favoring the Lakers. The Warriors' shooting slump and inconsistency have made them the underdogs in a game where every advantage matters. But basketball isn't played on paper, it's won on the court. Yes, the numbers may lean towards a Lakers win, but you can never count out a player like Steph Curry. He's a game changer, the kind of player who can defy logic and statistics with a single hot streak. If Steph catches fire, the Warriors have a fighting chance even against a deeper Lakers lineup. Yet the reality remains that without a stronger supporting effort, Steph's heroics might not be enough. The betting odds favor the Lakers by a slim margin, reflecting the uncertainty that hangs over this matchup. It's a toss-up, but the narrative of this game isn't just about winning or losing, it's about making a statement. Will the Warriors rise above their struggles and silence the doubters, or will the Lakers exploit their weaknesses and secure a decisive victory? The numbers are clear: the Lakers hold a slight edge, but Steph's ability to turn the tide cannot be underestimated. It's a classic case of heart versus depth, experience versus momentum. But one thing is certain: whoever wins this battle will carry a psychological edge into the rest of the season. As the clock ticks down to October 19th, the pressure is on for both teams. The stakes couldn't be higher, and every dribble, every shot, every play could tip the scales. Let's take a closer look at what's really at stake in this high-stakes showdown. This isn't just about the scoreboard. For the Warriors, this game is about proving that they can overcome their flaws and show the heart of a champion. It's about proving that they're not defined by a few bad games, that they can still compete with the best even when their backs are against the wall. For the Lakers, this is their chance to assert their dominance, to show that they're ready to take the reins as the top contenders in the Western Conference, A win against a team as dangerous as the Warriors would send a message to the entire league: the Lakers are here, and they mean business. And for Steph Curry, this game represents another chapter in his legacy. It's a chance to remind everyone why he's still one of the most electrifying players in the NBA, even when the odds are stacked against him. He's a player who thrives under pressure, and this game could be his moment to shine once again. But can he do it without the consistent support he desperately needs? In the end, October 19th isn't just a game, it's a battle for respect, for redemption, for pride. It's a test of endurance, of strategy, and of heart. And when the final buzzer sounds, one team will walk away with their heads held high, while the other is left to face the harsh reality of what comes next. The wait is almost over, and the time for speculation is nearly at an end. Who will seize the moment and take the win? Tune in and witness the story unfold on the court. Because this game will define more than just the standings, it could define the season itself.